Let's go to the movies. Alright guys, so today we are going to see Jurassic World. This movie is kind of mixed, I guess you could call it, but you know what? We're bored, it's a Saturday, we got nothing else to do, let's just go. Yeah, we're just gonna go see Jurassic World. We're bored, we got the day off, we got nothing else to do, so we're gonna go see a movie, maybe try to help make sure that 50 Shades of Grey doesn't end up on the top 10 highest grossing this at the end of the year. Yeah. So we'll see you guys a little bit later on. Bye. See you after the jump. Bye. Hey guys, so we are out, and that was a ride that is too fun to miss. Jurassic World is probably one of the best sequels to Jurassic Park, and the bar is, and let's face it, the bar is set very low after Lost World and the third one with no title. It's an absolute blast. It's the climax is probably the best climax you will see all summer, throughout the entire summer so far. And just so you know, one of the biggest flaws I have with the finale is that they missed a perfect opportunity to say, "You should have stayed extinct, bitch." Because I feel like that would have gone somewhere in the original Jurassic Park, but whatever. It's awesome. This is like watching it's like the final 20 minutes of the movie is like watching something that your 12-year-old self would just sit and not do any, and love, and I couldn't stop smiling the entire time. The entire time we were, the last 20 minutes, you cannot stop. It is impossible to not stop. It is impossible to stop smiling. All right, let's talk a bit about it. Let's talk about the movie. We were kind of on an uneven footing here because, on one hand, we haven't completed Jurassic Park. We've seen most of it. A chunk of the first one, and it's good. And we haven't seen any of the sequels. Give us a break. For those of you guys who are gonna think, well, you didn't see the first Jurassic Park, why did you want to see this one? Okay, we didn't see haven't really seen the first Jurassic Park because all the way through at least, because we were 3 months old when it came out. So back off. And the way we're on an uneven footing here is because Mason has seen Colin Trevorrow's other movie, while I have not. Yeah, and I liked his movie. It was Safety Not Guaranteed. It was a very good indie movie. And basically what we have is some pretty good direction for somebody who only did one movie before this, and it was an indie movie. And an indie comedy movie. It wasn't like a special effects heavy. It wasn't like Godzilla, where the director had made a huge movie revolving around it, with a bunch of just starring his friends and him making great special effects on his computer. This is a guy who made an indie movie that was not effects heavy. The biggest effects was the end scene, not in. But anyway, it was great direction. It was the CGI. There was a little too much reliance on CGI, but in this day and age, I guess there's no way around getting around that. But it is great directing because the thrill ride parts are incredibly thrilling. The action sequences are fun. The parts where you have to be terrified out of your mind are incredibly terrifying. And the slow moments, they just make you feel. The slow moments are, every slow moment, you know that there were jokes, there was some good drama to it. It wasn't like, okay, there's a slow moment, let's just build up to the next dinosaur. No, it was like, slow moment, okay, let's develop some character a little bit. Let's build something, let's get the audience feeling for something. And with the acting, all the actors, you could tell, you felt like they were actually looking at real dinosaurs, like they were actually reacting to dinosaurs attacking them or coming after them or just running from dinosaurs. And if you have seen the Daredevil Netflix series and you've wanted to see Star-Lord punch the Kingpin, you're gonna see it. Because you got Vincent D'Onofrio in this movie with Chris Pratt, and he does not look anything like he does in the Daredevil series. All I could think of was, just count Garth Brooks up in here? And then I told him it was Vincent D'Onofrio, and he was like, "That's him?" Because I didn't recognize him at first either, but then I took a better look. But then I remembered I looked on IMDb earlier, and I was like, oh, that's right, Vincent D'Onofrio's in this movie. And then I looked at him really close, and I was like, oh my god, that's him. And also, if you are going to see this movie just on Chris Pratt alone, be aware. There is almost a half an hour where we set up the kids, Bryce Dallas Howard, a bunch of other characters before we even get to see an inch of Chris Pratt on screen. It is like 25 minutes into the movie that we even get a mention of his character. And but everyone was good. In fact, this was pretty much full of Marvel stuff because we also had Ty Simpkins, or as some of you who aren't in the same camp as us on Iron Man 3, the second worst part of Iron Man 3 was it also in this. But everyone did a great job, everything worked. It was a fun thrill ride. If you want to go see a fun movie this year, see Mad Max. But if you want to see another fun movie this year, see Avengers. But if you want to see a movie that that you don't have to worry if it's good or bad, you just sit back with your popcorn and your soda, and you want to smile the whole way through the entire final finale, then you go see Jurassic World. This is a great movie. I'm super happy with how I enjoyed it. My enjoyment levels are through the roof right now. I'm so happy with it, and I'm hoping they could get a sequel out of this. Yeah, and I mean, it's just awesome, and a sequel would be nice. And speaking of sequels, those haters, remember, this can't be all bad. It retcons 2 and 3. And you're not going to get the magic you got with the first movie, where you see the dinosaurs for the first time and it's incredible and everything. But you do kind of get... Well, one thing I did like about the villain dinosaur is it kind of had a Jaws... I feel like this was Colin Trevorrow paying homage to Spielberg as well, because he was sitting there, and because it was probably just sitting there, and he was like... Because he co-wrote it too, so he was probably just sitting there like... You know how in Jaws, they didn't show the shark until like the end? Let's do that. And then it's like, and again, it's like 15, 20 minutes before, and then it's like, I don't know, 45 minutes into the movie before we actually see what the thing looks like. Like, we get like little glimpses of it, but we don't see it until like until that part in the trailer where they're like, it's a tracking implant, she ripped it out. And then suddenly we see the dinosaur, and it's huge, and it's awesome looking. And it's just a great movie. You don't turn your brain off. If you're overthinking it, turn your brain off. If you're underthinking it, leave it on a little bit. Leave the light on a little bit. Just don't try not to overthink it. Try not to underthink it. Just find some place in the middle where you can just sit and watch a good movie. Because this is not perfection, but it is a good movie, and I think the people who are just jumping to the conclusion that it's bad because it's a Jurassic Park sequel, and by definition it's supposed to be bad. Just remember, it's a good movie. It's just a thrill ride, and it will make your 12-year-old self feel so happy that you went to see it. So yeah, get out there, support this movie. It's gonna be awesome. It's awesome. I guarantee it's gonna be an awesome time all around. So anyway, guys, it looks like we are coming up on the end of the road. So let's just end this off here. So be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to leave a comment down below to see what other movies you'd like to see us review. Tell us what other movies you'd like to see us review. Remember, it doesn't even have to be in theaters at the time. We're coming out soon. You can just say, hey, why don't you review so-and-so? We might just sit back and do a little review. We've done it twice already. Also tell us what you thought of Jurassic World down in the comments below if you saw it. If you didn't see it, tell us why we're fucking idiots. And no spoilers in the comments down below, or you are a Nazi. So until next time, guys, bye. Bye.